No, if I remember correct, Greg gave the headband of intellect to the elves to upgrade it
Improve.
one more time.
Yes. Has Greg kind of calmed down about that now because he didn't want to give the pretty crown away?
No. I mean, somebody's got to have prestidigitation, even if it's Hecknon, so
Look,
he would be able to create a little trinket of the crown.
I haven't got it. I can't even say it. Prestidigitation. No,
Prestidigitation.
Crest of vegetation.
there you
Presto vegetation.
go.
Close enough.
I spent times practicing it when playing Helmin, so I could.
Imagine I took one of the figs at level up that gives me access to a couple of cantrips, and then Bogrud can cast prestidigitation.
I mean, it's a great spell.
It's
Just not combat oriented.
barely usable for anything other than nonsense roleplay.
Sam still wants Mage Hand for
Reach
reasons.
arounds and self pleasure.
Reasons. I was just going to say reasons.
Sit back.
Need to multi-class into Arcane Trickster so you can get Mage Hand Ledger Demand, which is even stronger.
What you mean, Sam do a three-way multi-class?
Sam likes his three ways.
I was going to say, wouldn't be the first time. Oh, speaking of, we did all the level up last time, didn't we? Was it last time or time before?
Everyone bar Dolia.
Have you got anything exciting, or is it just more punches, or same punches?
I think basically just an extra use for my Indomitable skill and another point in proficiency bonus.
Can you remember what I said about Indomitable?
No.
I'm going to use what I believe is going to be the new D&D 1 rules.
Ooh.
Which is when you roll use that skill, you get to add your fighter level to the roll.
Rather than just re-rolling.
Rather than just re-rolling, yeah. Because when I was watching, can't remember, is it D4 or something? Guy does loads of character builds.
Oh,
he was saying it's one of the worst abilities, and to get it at like a level 11, the second use of a terrible skill, it just seems like such a waste. So that's why.
Yeah. Oh, you get to re-roll a failed saving throw. What do you fucking do?
which, if I've already failed it once, it means there's a good chance I'm going to fail it again.
Yeah. It's like if I have bogus stats in that saving throw, that's why I've failed it. So it's like any wisdom save above a 2. Despite my amazing track record of passing almost impassable wisdom save. Get to add plus 13 minus 1, so plus 12 to a wisdom save.
But to me, that feels like that skill has now got some sort of value. Because you only do it twice.
I might actually remember to use it now.
Yes.
Because it's no longer trash.
Yeah, because I saw it, I thought, well, it makes sense because nobody likes abilities which are not useful. But is everybody ready?
Very.
Yes, we are. Sorry, kids would have been difficult.
Yay,
No,
kids.
So if we are all ready, then yeah, you guys did slay a ancient green dragon last session. Dolian went back into the sanctuary to gather some healing potions, and as the final blow struck Celeborn, he collapsed, destroying the statue. Hence, the key to open and close the door to the sanctuary, and Dudley will find himself trapped now as the door closed above him. Unable to get Dudley out of the party, have travelled back to Bob's dad.
Bob's dad's gaff.
Bob's dad, who's got it going on. But to take back the crown. And then there was some negotiations to improve Greg's headband of intellect, which will take just a little bit of time. So if there is anything you guys wish to do while you're here, there will be some degree of shopping and other things available. It is up to yourselves. Greg's sitting legs crossed, waiting for the headband to be returned.
Sorry, Angela's just had to disappear for a second.
I didn't know if that was shouting at us, but no, just children. I mean, Sam's always up for a bit of carousing, and I wasn't prepared for a shopping montage. I could do with a couple of, if we've got any superior healing potions. I've got some normal ones, but we enter in the big leagues now, and Sam was down last time, laying in a bush. So I think having some healing on hand might be a good idea.
Where Sam is comfortable,
Yes.
face down in a bush.
Very much.
I rolled a d6 to see how many superior potions they have available. And my lovely rolling. No, I rolled the what I rolled.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said roll. You had roll, so they
No,
have one.
I've rolled. There is one available.
Cool. How much is it?
I don't remember. I don't think
What did it say? Superior healing.
$10d10 plus 500 gold pieces.
How much?
2d10 times 500. It says it can range from 1,000 to 10,000 gold pieces. Is what it says in Xanathar's Guide to Everything.
That'll be a no on that one then. Not a supreme, just a like. Oh, well, actually, no. You know, I do have some greater ones, so I'm spending that much money. So
there is 6 greater healing potions available.
you know what? I think I'm going to try and spend my money on something else. Hey, I don't mind dying as long as I look good when I do it.
If I can afford them, which is probably unlikely given the price of healing potions, would like to replenish my potion of growth and potion of speed.
Angela's back.
Hi, Angela. What's a potion of speed when it comes to rarity?
Very rare.
Xanathar's, I have been very generous. That's supposed to be 25,000 gold pieces.
What the fuck? Ooh,
Wow.
you've done a bounty. Have 100 gold.
Sorry. That's That's how much it costs to brew them, to make them.
Which means, in theory, there would be a significant markup on buying one from someone that's brewed it for you.
No, so 10,000 gold pieces to make one. It takes 12.5 weeks to brew a potion of haste.
I've gotten away with blue bloody murder for the last fucking...
3
Good
years.
lord.
This is what this is. I don't know if it's true.
It's, yeah.
I can't even remember what I could judge. But I mean, I must have searched it somewhere and found a price for it. Potion of speed. I mean, can anybody remember what I was charging before? Honestly,
No. £2.50, wasn't it?
Clearly not enough money.
That's why my camera's not working.
why? What have you done?
I've still got my streaming software going. There we go.
Hi, hi, hi.
Hi. Oh, God.
Potion of. I mean, now I've just seen something else. It says potion of speed, 300.
That's kind of varied.
I mean, it's one of them. I imagine to make it, it'll cost 10 grand, but that'll be a massive, massive batch.
Could be. Do you want a bath of it?
Exactly. A bath of. Oh, could you imagine the damage you could do with a bath of haste?
It'll be better than
That's
a
a
rave.
magic item. Oh, fucking hell. Ow.
Potion. Yeah, potion of. It was superior healing. You said this is saying 2,000.
I don't have enough.
This one I'm on now, which is 5e magic items. So it's Kassoon.
I don't even have 300 gold on hand anyway, so regardless,
Yeah.
I'm not buying a potion of speed.
If only we
I
hadn't
mean,
knackered the ship up, we had like about 4 million beforehand.
If only there wasn't a rogue that is very, very rich.
So who's it?
Potion of growth is 200. It says.
I could afford one of those if I round up my silvers. It's 10 silvers to a gold, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'll tell you what I'll do, because you guys have been very helpful in the Elven lands, they'll give you a 50% discount as a one-off.
So 150 for speed, 100 for growth. So I need 250. I can manage 200 and I can manage 215 with all of my money.
Anyone able to help? Is Sam got any?
Somebody give me 35 gold.
Yeah, you can. I'll sort you out with that. So how much was
Sweet.
it wanted?
Bograd is now penniless, by the way. I've got 0 in everything.
So how much
I've
did you?
got 0 in everything, and I owe Sam 35 gold.
35 gold. Okay.
Anything else?
I would like.
Any potions? Or?
I don't need any potions, but are there any wizards or others who would like to fill my ring up?
You
What?
would definitely be able to find some spellcasters.
Fantastic.
Giggity.
All right.
All right, because I have just been doing a bit of admin. It's 5 I have in this ring, isn't it?
You have up to 5
Variations.
levels of spells. Yeah.
I currently have a level 2 silence.
Okay.
I would like a 2nd level calm emotions. If anyone has that.
Calm emotions.
Yeah, you would be able to find a spellcaster who would have that. The elves, obviously known for their link to the Fae and magic world, so you would be able to find some. But they will ask you, what do you offer in return?
Well, what would you like?
I'm happy to give you this access to this spell, but I would like something in return. What do you have to offer?
My wonderful self, I can give you a performance. I have a number of small-ish trinkets. Some... I have some gold. What do you usually charge or require for this kind of service?
How about we do my skill for your skill? Would
Tell
you be
me
able
more.
to maybe? Do you have any sort of diary or copy of your previous adventures that maybe I could have to make some sort of story from?
I mean, I don't have any written adventures that I would be comfortable sharing because they don't belong just to me. But I am more than happy to spend some time with you to talk through our adventures, to talk and perform, and we can discuss together.
What musical instrument does Sam have again?
It's a lute, I believe.
So I'm guessing it would be visible on your person.
Absolutely.
But he was a. Well, if you don't have one prepared now, perhaps you can return as soon as you can, and in that time you can write a song of your adventures for us.
Absolutely. Is there any particular style of song you prefer? Do you prefer dashing heroic adventures or tales of emotional journeys?
Daring adventures, something
Dubstep.
exciting.
Just, I've just invented beatboxing. Yes, I will certainly do that.
I'm sure
Sam's beaten a few boxes.
Oh, it's all going off today. I mean, I can offer that service as well if you would like.
I don't believe my wife would be a fan if I was to.
Bring her
It's
along.
not something I'm inclined to
Bring
do.
her along.
Banging a man.
But yes, if you will write a song for us, then I will give you access to the spell.
Wonderful. And who are you?
New bard who dis.
You could call me. I can't remember their name.
Al.
What was? You could call me Steve.
Steve. Oh.
I've not had a Steve in my game, so it seems like I should have these Steve.
That's a very exotic name. I've not heard that one before. How do you write that?
It's trademark.
I'm guessing STEEVEE.
Steve. Stevie.
That's close enough. That's fine. Yes.
Are you known by any other names, or are you just Steve?
If you ask for Steve, people will know it's me. It's a nickname, shall we say?
The only Steve in the world of Evalthon.
And is this song for your own private amusement, or is it for a more general, bigger audience?
I would wish to be able to share this with everybody.
Would you like a shout out in the song? Any name drops that you would like?
No, thank you. I would like a as true a story of what has happened in your adventures. I have not really helped you so much. I'm giving you this spell. I mean, but
Okay.
if that spell comes useful and you do something magnificent with it, then maybe you can recall my name in your song.
I will do my very best. And of course, as we say when finishing these kind of transactions, just like and subscribe if you would like more. Or is that your name? Is it Steve? Like and subscribe.
Steve.
Steve. Okay,
Just Steve.
just Steve.
Just Steve. It's always just Steve.
Cool. I'll come up with something.
Cat's going to put all of this into Chat GPT later. See what it
Not that
fires
one.
back.
I've got a different one in my back pocket, but I'll come up with something.
But yeah, he will cast that spell into your ring of spell storage.
Oh, thank you.
While all this is going on, you do notice, I'll say, that Hecnom seems to be deep in prayer. He's communing with Njord while this is going on in a quiet corner.
I go poke him.
Sorry, was that Greg or was that Bogward or Sam?
Oh, Sam.
I'm just going to poke him in and go, Hecknom, come on. We've got to go soon.
He maintains his composure, showing his devout following to his deity. But with this, we will then quickly move to Dolian, who is currently, I imagine, feeling somewhat sleepy underground in the sanctuary.
Oh, what do I see?
It's fairly like the door. You've walked back to the door where you know the place here. You've walked up the steps where the door was, and it is closed. You see just like a door, like almost like a concrete slab is just above the head, blocking the doorway.
Oh, that's fine. Just going to put one fist on the bloody door as if like knocking it, and out of frustration, and he's just going to cast Earth Tremor.
Cool. So, what level are you casting it at?
It'll be second.
So if you roll the damage, which I think is 2d6.
Yeah, it should be 2d6. I'll just. There we go.
So as your
Just ignore the snake.
As your fist is touching the closed doorway above you, you feel the soil and the earth above you start to ripple and move. You can hear it moving away, and you do see a small hole appear. That sunlight starts peeking through the ground, and you can kind of see the light. It's like when you've got the bright sunshine shining through like a little hole. It's just like a beam of light that's going straight down.
That's
and
fine.
you.
I'd like to activate my pendant if that's all right.
Yeah, so
and teleport the hell out of there if that's all right. The same.
Yeah. So yeah, you do that. You look up, and the ground itself is less than 20 feet.
That's fine. And did I get the water that Angela sent me down for? Greg sent me down for.
Yeah, you will definitely have some because that's what you went down there for. So roll me a d4 plus 2.
D4. It's 4.
So you will have 4 greater healing potions. That's the second one, isn't it?
Yes.
Water as far as he's concerned.
Yep. That was a lot. I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, you will have 4 vials for potions of a clear liquid water. I mean, has Dolian taken any damage at the minute, or is he full health?
Oh, he's full health.
Well, I would say as you're putting your hands into the water, you would notice any sort of marks, if there's any sort of, not damage or something, but scratches or anything that you've got there, you would notice they would start healing over as you plunge your hands into that water.
Ooh. My water.
Is it possible to dip friendship into water? Try and repair that?
Oh,
You feel a shield once and no one ever lets you forget it.
not unless you get
I'm just
modify
messing.
memory.
I'm just messing.
I know.
But you land on top of the doorway now, and as you land on top and cause a disturbance on the disturbed earth, you see that it'll start moving, and the hole itself will get covered over, but it is all loose earth there now, so difficult terrain and easy to spot as well.
Yes.
But yeah, you do. As you teleport up, though, you will see the statue crushed beneath the gargantuan body of Celeborn, who Dolian has seen, I believe, a few times, and just this big green dragon is just laid dead, motionless.
Healing.
You got Chaos Gremlin. Can I take one of his skills?
Yeah, give us a sleight of hand.
Huh.
And I'm guessing you'll be using like a dagger or something.
Yes.
Yeah. You. Hi, Harry.
Hi, Harry.
Say hello.
Hello.
Say hello.
Oh no, it's a wee beastie. You're just growling. Say hi. Hi. Here's another one.
We don't need all of the children.
All of the children.
All of the children.
Quickly roll.
And say that loud enough, and Harley and Alexander will turn up.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking.
All right. Be normal. Be normal.
What is normal?
Be normal. Right, that's it. It's enough now.
Come on then.
What?
He's running the session now.
Put your feet down. Oh, he's not putting his feet up now.
He's encouraging it now.
Now we're going to attract an entirely new group of fans.
I was going to say we're now going to be entering a different type of monetization.
Right, we've been demonetized by children's feet.
We'll be on a list.
Yeah.
All right, come on, cuddle. Bedtime. That's enough. Let me mute it.
It's Ali's turn.
Fuck.
We love Harry. Could be good.
Oh, my favourite number.
You find yourself
Yeah.
trapped in the latest location you were.
27.
27.
You are hasted for the remainder.
No, but
Of
it
the
would have been good
campaign.
another time. So while Dolian is working, taking this scale that's been weakened during the scrap, there's a
Sorry, they're gone now.
And a little pop, and a little wizard pops his head out, and he'll just he points at Dolian. I don't know if you do me a quick perception, see if you notice.
It's just Dolly, he doesn't notice much. See?
Yeah. you don't notice, but what has happened is he for the next minute, all your spells with a casting time of 1 action have a casting time of 1 bonus action instead.
Oh, that's such a good one.
I know.
That would have been so useful in combat.
Really good.
Yeah. Oh,
But yeah, you're able to work a scale off Celeborn.
that's fine. I'll find a use for that later. And is there any sign of where the party went?
Would Dolian not be a little bit peeved that he's come up from underground, having been buried alive, and everyone's just fucked off and left him?
Oh yeah, but he's going to save his rage for when he's with you.
You would know that you were sent there by Bob's dad to search and see if you can find something here. So I would say you'd be able to put together that they probably headed back in that direction.
That's fine, and that's where Dolian will go.
Cool. So that's happening. Anything Greg wanted to do if Angela's back?
Yes. He
Oh,
wants
yes.
to buy a teddy bear.
A teddy bear.
He wants to buy a teddy bear.
You will be able to find a doll teddy bear type thing. Yes.
And he wants to ask about his headband.
It's been
I
20
gave you
minutes.
your pretty band straight away. I want my pretty band.
You'll hear Bob's dad, Bob Barron, will say, I'm afraid it will take just a little while for our skilled jewelist to place the new jewel into your headband. It's not something we can do immediately and
Why?
guarantee that it stays in place.
Why?
Because it is a skilled job that takes time.
Why?
Because Y isn't Z.
I never thought of it like that before.
Hey, Greg.
Yes.
Is there any sewing or anything that you can do in the meantime? Does the ship need a new flag to celebrate
What's wrong
how
with shit?
we can have another one to celebrate the dragon that we just killed? Maybe that'd
Bogger goes,
divert you.
yeah, the dragon that we
We
just killed.
killed.
We just killed.
Sorry, did you say the dragon that KO'd Sam?
Yes, we killed. We
Sam, who was unconscious in a bush the entire time.
we killed.
No. Sam was back up for the killing blow.
Yeah, I was there for that.
No, I don't think he does. Oh,
No,
he wants
no.
to ask. He wants to ask the. Is it a king or whoever he is?
Yeah, it's Bol Baron seems to have the leadership here at the minute.
He wants to ask him for discount in all the stores in the area.
Oh, we already have that 50% off. You missed it while you were away.
Not good enough.
Greg
40%
wants
off or
to.
no deal.
He wants to haggle up to 60%. Oh,
No, Greg. No.
And it'll end up with 20%.
yeah.
Greg will be paying 110% by the end of the negotiations.
But no, if you can have a teddy bear and he's got his knitting stuff, he's happy.
Yeah, you can find a teddy bear, and I'd say it'll be like, depends how nice you want it to be. It'll range from like 25 silver to a gold piece.
I'm not paying for it. He took my pretty thing. It's my compensation for waiting for my headband back.
But he doesn't have a teddy bear, so you would have to go and source.
Well, he used to get me a teddy bear. And I'm going to sit down on the floor and cross my legs and fold my arms. Say, I'm not moving until you give me a teddy bear or my pretty headband.
Come on, Greg.
Fine.
Can't we go and do something else? Maybe there's somewhere that you could swim
No.
instead. Okay.
I want a teddy.
He disappears, and he comes back a few minutes later, headband in one hand, and a teddy in the other. But doesn't look like a brand new teddy. And as he hands it to you, say, "This belonged to my son. This was Bob's teddy. Would this be okay? This is the only teddy I have available to me right now."
And you can have it back when my headband's ready.
And he'll hand you the headband that he's got in his other hand.
This gem isn't in it yet.
No, it has got an extra gem in it. It has been sorted and.
For the
upgraded
sake
for
of
Greg.
brevity, Scott has fast-tracked the fixing of the headband. The headband is fixed.
I'll take them, and I will return Bob's teddy bear later at a later date.
That's fine. I mean, Bob
I'm
hasn't
just
used
gonna
it for some time.
skip away.
Alan comes back just to get Bob's teddy.
I am going to put my headband back on and then skip away. And then in any downtime that we have, I'm going to make it a little outfit and a little tiara. And I'm going to make Bob all pretty. Bobby Bear.
So is Greg back to being slightly
Greg's
less,
back and happy now. He's
slightly
got
less
his headband on.
toddlery now?
He's happy now.
He's even smarter than he was before.
I say he should be more intelligent than he was
say.
previously.
It's a discombobulation.
What does the headband give you now? What perks do you get?
Back to my computer to have a look. I just need to re-equip it.
Smart.
Headband. I am now. It's not equipped.
Click the button.
Oh no, I've clicked the button for gems for headband. I'm putting the gems on, not the actual headband. I'm now an 18 in intelligence. I'm now +4 intelligence. So I'm one gem away for completion.
You are much smarter than Sam is. Sam's just +1 in intelligence.
Greg's gonna knit himself a pair of glasses.
I mean,
Got brains.
And then after the transaction is completed, you guys have done your bit of shopping. Bob Barron will come and say, I have summoned Gilthria to join us. She will be able to portal you.
Portal away.
Wherever you may wish to go next, if you have anything else. With what you have achieved here, I will be able to hopefully rally the elves and offer you as much support as our nation can in the coming days or weeks.
Well, that's another tick for us then. And
We got a bingo card of nations.
Yep. Some of
We
it
just
may
need
be on
3 more. We just need 2 more for a full house.
Some of it may be on fire, but it's still a tick. Speaking of, I think it is.
Can they portal Dolian to us?
Hmm?
Can they portal Dolian to us?
Well, I'm going to say what's going to happen is, as Dolian's heading back, he will cross paths with Gilthry and they will walking together.
Awesome. Hi.
yes,
Look at my pretty teddy bear.
you left me
It's
there.
intellectual. Look at my teddy bear.
Yeah, don't care about it.
No, it's Bobby Bear.
Greg, don't change. But he's left me there.
We missed you.
Not enough to come
I
and get
did.
me.
I didn't.
Drop you.
It was significantly quieter.
Nobody's stuff got nicked. It was great.
You steal something for a bit of cash once and for rescue reasons once, and people never forget it.
No. Are we going
Sounds
to
like
give...
Dolian's learning this thing called consequences.
Oh, talking of Hecknom, has he fallen down? Has he fallen again? Where is it?
No, he's praying to his god.
I was going to say, do we need to give him a little bit of a shove to bring him along? He can pray en
So
route.
what you're saying is he's on
Question for Scott: can I just pick him up and carry him with us whilst still in prayer?
Yes.
Okay, well that's what I do then. I pick Eknom up and just hold him out whilst still in prayer.
Can I swap out the shields? Because mine looks very similar to his, but
No.
in an awful way.
Not unless you want murdering.
I could do it without any reason. Realising.
I'll just kill you just in case.
I'll say
Just to be on the safe side.
I'll say currently where you are in the Elven throne room, probably be an unwise decision. So, I mean, if you want to do it after here, we'll see
Oh,
what
definitely.
happens.
Just for the giggles. Just for the giggles.
But yeah, Gil 3 will say, I see you've done wonderful things. Bob Brown has asked me to offer you transportation to wherever you may wish to go. Do you have anywhere you wish to go?
Dwarven lands, please.
No, the halfling land. Oh no, we need to go and pick up the ship
No,
first.
we need the boat.
Ship first. That's it.
Well, she puts her hand out and
Sling ring time.
opens a portal for you all.
Doctor
to
Strange
step through.
style. Just
Yeah. Just to see that. I thought that'd be quite cool. And a portal opens and you see the stronghold where you were last in the Dwarven lands, where you've left where you commissioned your boat to be repaired.
Well, we step through.
knowing full well this is being recorded, I'm not going to say what I was going to say. But anyone that's seen Shaun of the Dead and knows the typical Ed greeting when he walks up to a group of his friends. If anyone can think of that.
Say it. Say it.
I can't. It involves a word that is extremely racist.
Oh.
Yes, I remember that.
Oh. It's like, because we've said
I just
pretty
think
much...
it'd be really, really funny if Bograd walked out of a portal and said that.
Because I think we've said every other word, but yeah, not that one.
Yeah, no, not that one.
No.
That's the one that can't be said by a group of entirely white people.
Never. 100% agree on that one.
Yeah.
So you all step through the portal, and as you all step through, Bogwood, you realise as you step through the portal, you're standing with your arms out, but there is no Hegnon any longer in your hands.
Oh well, must have dropped him.
But it seemed to happen mid-portal. As you've moved, it just seems to...
He gets actioned away somewhere.
Yeah, well, he's just no longer with you.
Cool.
And this is what me and Craig have already discussed, you see. So
Yeah, no, that's.
makes
I
sense to
figured
play
you'd
it.
have plans for what Craig was doing, but I'm like, well, I'll try and bring him along just in case we can.
But yeah, you are now back in the Dwarven stronghold.
I'm having memories of when Pike goes to the temple in Vox Machina to pray, and then just randomly appears in a fight several sessions and episodes later.
Yeah. So do we notice that Hegnom's no longer there?
Well,
Presumably, we would have
Yes.
noticed. I mean, I definitely have noticed, but Bograd being Bograd would probably just go, He'd just shrug like, oh, okay then.
So
Guess he didn't want to come.
if we notice, has the portal already closed behind us, or can we look round, make sure he's not, like, fallen on the other side?
Like Gale.
I would say as you step through, you can't see where you come from. The sort of like after the last person steps through, the panel just starts closing down, closing right quick in, closes.
Would Greg's simple childlike nature make him want to keep poking his finger through it until it closes to the very last second?
Greg's more intelligent than Sam is.
Yes.
He's not street smart though.
Yeah, he's intelligent, but he's still
What's your wisdom?
childlike in his simplicity, no?
What's your wisdom, Angela?
I'm not sure. Let me have a look.
Probably 12 or 14.
Is Sam going to be putting anything through the...
Not in public.
It's a glory portal.
Don't give him ideas.
Right, less nonsense now.
So, as part of my gem-infused rapier, I've got detect magic that's running. Can I detect any magic that may have whisked Hegnom away, other than the portal that was just opened?
Yes, I will say, yeah, because you've got detect magic running. As you step through, you do feel a surge of magic as you walk across through the portal.
And would I know that that's different from the existing portal magic?
It is a different kind of magic, yes.
Oh, because that's part of it. what kind of magic is it?
Theoretically, you would sense two different types of magic, so
Yeah.
that makes sense.
So, what's a portal? Is that conjuration magic?
I would you conjure a portal, don't
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
So that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Well, I would say I don't know what type of magic, but you sense a lightning, thunder sort of theme magic.
I can smell the ozone in the air.
Yeah.
Would it be divination magic because
Ah.
it's a divine entity?
Yes, we will say that. So you do notice you sense that for just a split second until you only feel the magic from the portal. But
Just
it's
Sam
a
step
split
out of the
second.
portal with his hair stood on end.
And his sword giving it a bit of a vibrate. Oh, what's all that? So I'm going to communicate that to everybody else, that there's definitely some other magic going on here, lightning in nature.
Oh, lightning.
Bogred will still shrug. Meh.
I mean, does it seem like his god has answered his prayers?
I guess we wouldn't know.
No. Is there anything?
It'd be a reasonable logical assumption to assume that something to do with his god has gone on. Surely, maybe we would all think that because we know enough about Heknom now to know that he prays to a thunder god or lightning god. I think we'd reach that
I
conclusion.
would say so.
Yeah.
I mean, it's to speak meta for a moment. How much of an assumption would you like us to make on this, or is this a thread we are to continue to investigate, or do we assume and move on?
At this moment in time, I would definitely feel like he's been praying. You sense the sort of magic that he is using quite regularly. So yeah, put two and two together, you would maybe think he's been summoned away.
2 + 2 = Njord.
Yeah.
Have some inspiration.
Yes, finally. I've not been desperately trying all night.
That's what she said.
See, my problem
Yeah, so
is with inspiration, I'm too easy to please and I give it away too easily, I guess.
That's what she said.
Anyway.
Anyway, yeah. Moving swiftly on.
Yeah,
So we're in the dwarven
Stronghold, where
hideaway.
you was before, yes.
Yeah. I keep going to say dwarven capital and remembering this isn't the capital, it's the mountain retreat, like danger safety place.
Yeah.
So we would appear here as the party already cumulatively decided that the only reason we're here is to get the ship, or are we going to see other people before we go for the ship, or just straight for the ship and moving on?
I'm guessing Greg's going to go and see his little lady love.
Yes, he is. And on the way, he's going to pick a bunch of wildflowers.
In the cave.
In the cave.
Cave.
Wild mushrooms, mate.
I would say you'd definitely be able to find some mushrooms.
No, on the way to the cave, like, I'm sure there's some grass somewhere, or he'll go out of his way to find a grassy patch and pick some flowers.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think originally I was going to say you get Paul to the entrance because she's maybe never been inside the stronghold before, as you guys were the first non-dwarvens in there. So yeah, you Paul just outside the entrance, sort of like, so you know the secret entrance and the way in, and there will be some wildlife, some shrubbery, some grasses, and wildflowers.
Shrubbery.
A shrubbery.
Shrubbery.
Ooh.
Yes, I want to go and see Lady Chaos Rock Lady.
Yep, you will find her. I believe she was she mining?
She was mining.
Yes, so you'll be able to go see your favourite miner.
So I will go up and hold the flowers straight out to her, like hand wide out. Lady Chaos Lady, I bring you flowers.
She'll reach up, she's a dwarf, and
How did you like those clothes I made?
They're very comfortable, but I mean, I have no use for a flower.
Eat them. They taste good.
She stings her tongue on a nettle.
Research said you should eat your greens.
I'll save them for later. Thank you. She'll drop them next to her.
But did you like the clothes? Did you like the garments I made?
Yes, they were very comfortable, thank you. Nice to relax after a hard day mining.
I'm sure it is. Would you maybe would you maybe want to meet for a drink later?
I like to drink.
I like to drink too. We have in common.
I will go for a drink after my shift.
So we shall meet in the tavern and have a drink, and then we shall go and be wed.
And then Greg runs away.
Exactly.
Beautiful. Just beautiful.
Oh,
She does not say anything. She
I left. I've gone.
Just stands there dumbfounded.
And she'll turn to one of the other miners and be like, "Do you think that's how they do courting? Where they're from?"
Orc is caught in a club over the head.
My garments, that means she wants to marry me. So let's just go and get wed. Greg's gonna just come running out of there, be all skipping and happy and like
Happy.
smiley and
Greg's 100,000% convinced he's engaged.
yes, Greg's getting married. Greg's getting married.
Not gonna throw them out always willy-nilly, but with the typical Greg behaviour there, I will give Greg some inspiration for the
Well
proposal
served.
and leg it before there's an answer.
We shall meet for a drink and then be married. Bye!
Perfect. Just perfect.
I didn't hear you say no.
Oh, jeez.
yep.
Well, I would imagine if that was going on, at least Bogwood would be heading.
Bogwood's going to the shipyard.
Gem Deal Stone Grip, who you commissioned to repair your ship.
I just had the name here to show. I wrote it down. You beat me to it.
Sorry. And as you get there, you see her there, big leather overalls, sooted up, and she's smithing, working, and one thing you all notice as you're walking around here is the amount of people you see has hugely reduced. There seems to be just like tradespeople, children, some of it more elderly folk.
Did they
The
all go
number
onto
of
the
guards
island?
and that are around.
Maybe this is just Lady Chaos Rock family. It's a personal wedding, not a big one. So she's kicked everybody out for the wedding.
No, didn't what's his face take them all off to that island?
Yep.
It geth.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
geth.
Yep. They went to the rally point to meet the other armies, the gnomes, the humans, and the orcs. After I think you arranged for them all to meet there.
Yep.
And yeah, so you, Bogwood walking, you'll see her fiercely. I mean, even Bogwood, you would be impressed with the way she's hammering on the steel before her.
Cool. Bogard will approach as he, normally would, fairly silently.
Hiya, Bogwood. Oh, sorry, that's.
Presumably, are there any empty anvils nearby with like half-finished works on?
There would be now, yeah, because like I say the amount of people around is dramatically reduced. So some of the people that were there were not maybe full-time blacksmiths, but were helping create armor and weapons and things.
Bogrub would then essentially announce his presence by just picking up a hammer and going to work, and then make small talk over the anvils. sort of discussing the repairs on the ship and such.
So
I rolled a Smith tool just for the sake of it.
yeah. Again, as last time, she looks up, but instead of looking as impressed, it's almost as if she was expecting you to work as well as she does on this. She's seeing another great blacksmith working, and she's acknowledges it, but again doesn't look so surprised. But she'll tell you that yes, we've reinforced the hull with some steel armor, giving it an extra +5 to its AC. Is what she'll say. No, it's a +5 to its AC. She said, we've mounted two things of my own design. I call them boomsticks. One on each side of the ship. It's a firearm. Then towards the back of the ship, I've mounted a blunderbuss, a cannon, bigger than any normal cannon, which delivers quite the punch. And talking of the punch, you asked for a battering ram. I've done it in the shape of a fist, and that is on the front of the ship, fully repaired and ready to go.
Cool.
We have we all appreciated the artwork that we saw on your ship,
I did that.
and we decided to add something for you. So I will share with you the new flag.
They
that
replaced
they
my
have
flag?
put- No, they've added a new flag to your
Ooh.
ship.
Very Klingon Empire. I love it.
Yeah.
My flag better.
It is a red phoenix.
Oh, I thought it was a lobster.
You remember what the phoenix was
You
called?
thought it was a lobster.
Yes. You can see why, though.
more crayfish than lobster, but yeah.
I'll be back in 1 second, guys.
No
But yeah,
worries.
so you have this ship, and she will tell you where it's moored, and if you wish, you can head over and start making yourself back at home there again if you wish, or whatever you want. But I'll only be a minute.
Is that Elmer the phoenix?
Is the phoenix not the symbol of the Bol Baron house?
'Cause
Yes.
Is that what Bob had though? Did he
That's
not
little
have
Bob
a
had.
baby phoenix?
Oh, Elmo,
Bob
yes,
had a-
Elmo.
He got a baby phoenix called Elmo, yeah.
Hope he's trying to remember to look after it wherever he's gone. Oh, Rob, we do miss you.
Sorry for my outburst.
What outburst?
Go for drinks and get wet.
No, perfect. Absolutely perfect.
We've not had a D&D wedding yet.
No.
I assume we're still not going to have one now.
Hey, child person works, you know.
So is
Not for marriage.
is Greg
What? That's a bit. Fucking hell.
is Greg going to start making a wedding suit, or does Greg prefer a wedding dress? Maybe he's very avant-garde. What would Greg's wedding
Greg's gonna
outfit
make
be?
her a wedding dress.
Yeah.
Can't say it'll be a very good one, but Greg's gonna make her a wedding dress.
Would Greg make himself a wedding dress? Because Greg does like to cross dress.
I was going to say.
He wears a kilt. He doesn't cross dress.
Didn't he dress like a woman in a cabbage cart at some point? Or
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a disguise. Yeah.
something?
I see Greg as very non-conformist with his fashion.
Laissez-faire, just sort of whatever.
Whatever
Yeah.
feels good goes good.
Greg doesn't care if it's man clothes or woman clothes. Clothes are clothes, and clothes are comfy.
Absolutely. And that's the way it should be. I can see Greg like completely rocking a 3/4 length gown with drop shoulders.
Not in the context of the session, but
No.
I prefer ladies' perfume to men's aftershave.
I prefer men's to women's.
See, I think that's sort of because they're meant to be nice to the opposite. So
Yeah.
that's why I think it smells nicer.
Yeah,
I don't want to smell like a man.
that's a really good point, and probably a really odd conversation to Scott to rejoin us on.
Also now saved on the internet for posterity.
Oh, you've not got
Always.
the camera on.
I do.
I'm lost.
If we
I
can
don't
see.
know what he was talking about.
That is how Greg's going to turn up to the pub.
Amazing. He's already got it good to go.
Oh, he's been making it on the slide.
Greg's had that since he was 12 years old.
And it still fits in.
Oh.
He always knew he'd make a pretty bride.
Greg has a very important question. Bogred, will you officiate the wedding?
If they got a www.becomeaministernow.com.
What? Yeah. I mean, I guess you're all captains of the ship. 'Cause you
Bogred's
carried on
definitely the
ship.
captain of the ship. Bogred's definitely the captain of the ship.
Bogred thinks he's the captain of the ship.
Bogred can take you all in a fight. Bogred is the captain of the ship.
I think we all think we're captains of the ship.
I
made the flag, I'm the captain.
Bogred proceeds to yeet everybody else off the boat and say, "It's my ship now."
Have you headed back to the ship then? Is that the plan?
Bogred's on the ship, yeah.
So, as
Same.
you start heading back to the ship, you will come across Dollarsill, insert name later.
Duracell.
And he'll say, I hope you appreciate my art, my craft, dear. I figured, as I know whose weapons you carry, and the story of King Violos and his generals, I figured a little symbol of the heroes of old and what I now think of the heroes of now. It was a nice little touch there, and hopefully you will appreciate.
It's
Sam appreciates the nice little touch.
Oh, Sam definitely appreciates the nice touch, and the dramatic flair is. I mean, it's perfect. I do appreciate it because, let's face it, we are heroes enough now to announce our arrival in the smartest way possible. So I adore it.
Can Bogred be familiarising himself with the new weaponry and studying it and learning how it all works, please?
Yes, you can. I was gonna offer you, Doris. We have somebody who's gonna show you how to use these weapons, just to make you. You will be trained, so you'll all be proficient in them. So just for the record, it's a +5 to the AC of the ship.
Oh,
I don't know if anyone has...
hang on.
Oh.
Pen, where's my pen?
So that's now a 45 on the AC, yeah.
What? So what's the total at AC? Or is it just +5 in total?
I haven't got that paperwork with me at the moment.
Yep.
The two boomsticks, they both are +5 to hit, plus proficiency, so...
So it'll be +10 because we've all got +5 in proficiency modifiers now, I think, apart from Dolian, who didn't level up. I think.
We got level up?
Yeah.
For killing the dragon, yes.
Of course.
But it's a 2d8 bludgeoning for the two boomsticks. The blunderbuss is again it's a +5 to hit, so with your proficiency. This does take your boomsticks take a bonus action to reload, but the blunderbuss takes a full action to reload, and that does 8d10 bludgeoning damage.
I might need you to send me this because I'm trying to write this down and I'm writing gibberish.
I might have already sent it to you if you zoom in on the page. I was telling you that I've made some notes.
Yes, yep.
The battering ram, if you move 30 feet in a straight line, then it'll do 6d12 bludgeoning damage.
Is there any,
Not ineffective. Not ineffective at all.
has there been any upgrade to the fly and recharge time, or does that remain the same?
That's going to remain the same because that was a gnomish
Yep.
Enhancement.
We have to take that back to the gnomes to get that upgraded, I guess.
To the gnomes.
No, to the halfling lands.
But yeah, so significantly improved its battle prowess now. Can't remember the name. Is it the ship?
Yep.
Shit.
Like the D&D channel that got me into D&D, they have a ship and it's called the Joyful Damnation, which I think is a really good name for a ship.
See, I always
The
think
one I watched-
the from Doctor Who, the Doctor has many names, and one of those is the Oncoming Storm, which I think is also an awesome name for a ship.
Yeah, but you'd spell it Cumming.
Is it not?
No comment.
The
Totally
D&D
would.
channel I watched had a pirate ship called the Tardy Plunder,
Nice.
which I also think is a cool name.
Isn't it really annoying when people are more creative than we are because we came up with shit?
No, we did originally have a different name for it, but Greg did
Yeah.
a Greg.
I just did ship, and the wind blew and knocked my P to make it look like a T. And it was the asshole man from the in-betweeners, or the office, whatever.
Oh,
Shippy McShipface.
Scott, I've sent you a message. Oh, what's on?
Bloody pen's died.
Clean underwear is what I'm wearing. Well, thanks for asking, Angela.
I knew it! I knew it!
love it.
Yeah, we will see how that goes. Well, I'm happy to see what happens.
Okay.
So yeah, you all get made familiar. You all obviously got your own boxy rooms in there. You can make sure they're how you wish to them to be. You can unload any items, packs, and stuff if you wish while you're here. But then I believe after the training's gone, if nothing else wants to happen,
No.
Greg would like to go to a bar that's in the Dwarven Stronghold, because you had to leave the stronghold to the ship because it's subterranean, so there was no way to get the ship there. So it's at a secret port on the Thunder Cliffs, which is just to the north of the stronghold.
Awesome.
Are we all going? Or is just to Greg for
that's
Mrs.
up-
Lady?
This is all up to you. If you wish to go as well, you can.
Bogran's been asked to officiate, and I suppose given that Greg is probably the closest thing to a friend Bogran has left, because he's the only other orc.
I'm your family now.
I mean,
You know, like, everybody's friends, but he's known Greg longer, and they're both orcs. Well, half orcs. I think he's known Sam about the same amount of time, to be fair.
yeah,
But Sam's changed. Sam's not the Sam that Sam was. So
we've all changed and grown. Or, in my case, shrunk.
basically, Bogran
Oh.
is begrudgingly going to officiate a wedding that he doesn't believe is going to happen, but he's going to go along anyway because it's at a bar.
Oh, that is another point as well. Every time I level up, Sam does shrink in height.
Like everywhere shrink.
Oh,
No, just
Proportional.
height.
Proportional.
He's going to be so disproportionate at one point. He's going to look like a lollipop.
Because Sam changed his race from a human to an Eladrin, he's becoming more elven.
Ooh.
How much do you shrink?
I don't
worked
know.
out? Is it an inch a level up or something?
I hope.
I
it'll
don't
be
know.
Angela height shortly. 5'2".
I mean, I think it's
If it was
been.
a,
I think it's been 3 level ups now, maybe even 4 since the event.
yeah, definitely noticeable changes.
Mm-hmm.
Almost half a foot shorter.
Yeah. Now, whether anyone's actually noticed or commented, I'm not sure, but
Ears will be starting to
Yeah.
get a little bit pointy, and
Do you want perceptions to see if any of us have noticed that Sam has changed?
I'm more than happy with that.
Well, shall we mechanise this and see if anybody actually does
Yeah, yeah.
notice?
That's the most perceptive Dolian's ever been.
Wow.
Come on, come
Come
on.
on, 19. Come
Come
on.
on,
Come on.
19.
Come on.
Come on, come on.
Oh.
So fucking bogwood, isn't it?
Traditionally, Bogrud knows fuck all. Pays no attention to what's going on around him.
So yeah, you've noticed, but maybe no one cares enough to comment, and it's just like, oh well, this is strange things happen to us.
To Bogrud, you're still Sam then. Like, you've not changed as
No.
far as Bogrud's concerned.
Not enough for you to concern yourself, but no, Dolian and Gregory, you would both. Now you look at Sam, you started realizing that Sam looks a lot different.
Sam's hitting puberty.
Sam's weird.
He's coming of age. Leave him alone.
He's
It's
weird.
an embarrassing subject for
He's
people.
weird.
You can't say
Probably.
that nowadays.
It's probably a good job Bogrud hasn't noticed, because he might think that Sam's an imposter and then start.
Bogrud. Come here, Bogrud. Come here.
No.
Come here. Sam, go away for a second.
But then it's one of
Bogrud,
those things where it's been happening incrementally,
He's
so it's
weird. He's
just
weird.
enough.
But he's weird.
Well, if
He's
Bogred's
looking
going
right
to
on
the
his
pub, Sam's going to the pub as well.
Dolian's going to stay on the ship.
No, he's not.
No, Dolian's going wherever we go, because I don't trust him to not steal the ship.
That is true. That is true.
Oh, I'm gonna tell Bogrud when he's knee deep in his cups.
When he's what?
Have you not heard that expression? Drunk.
When he's no, say it again.
When he's knee deep in his cups.
Nope, never heard that before.
I've heard knee deep in his, but basically when you're pissed.
Yeah.
3 cheers for the wind.
I've heard that one.
Yeah.
So you all go to the tavern, and Greg is wearing Greg's wedding outfit.
He's confused.
No, until you okay the message, he's not wearing the wedding outfit yet. So he'll just assume that he's going in. Unless you okay the message, that he's going in his normal clothes. They'll discuss plans.
Well, I mean, I'm happy to see what happens. It will be more than just what you've said, because it'd be really weird if that's the only thing you'd need to do to get someone to marry you. But I've got an idea or two that we can do so. But if you wish to wear that, you can do, or you can take it with you in a backpack in your like gear or something.
Yeah, I'll put it in my gear. Put it in my backpack and put my normal clothes.
Cool. So as you arrive at the little inn, it's the same place where Dolian escaped his chaperone some time ago. But you see her as you walk in, Greg. You notice her stutter, and she's sat at a table with a couple of people just tugging down some ale.
Sam, I'm getting nervous. What do I say? What do I do?
Can I give some bardic inspiration as like some courage?
Yeah, what do you say to inspire Greg in this situation?
What do I say to her when I walk up?
You just
Tell me my own line.
Whatever you do, Greg, don't be yourself.
I was gonna
Tell me what
say
to say.
Quite like Greg as himself.
exactly.
Somewhere deep down she does.
He's not as weird as he used to be.
I mean, Sam is gonna say you've got to be true to you. Be the Greg that we know and love.
Do not set her on fire.
I mean, don't set her on fire.
Bogrud's the voice of reason in all of this.
It really does sound weird, though. Sam saying, "Just be yourself," when Sam is no longer the self that he was.
Sam's no longer. Just be yourself, he said, as he shrinks an inch and grows longer
Well,
ears.
Sam is the same to his personality, if not the same
Yes.
to his body. That was not. I mean, it wasn't necessarily his choice. It was the.
It was his choice.
Well, it's the
No,
the consequence of his
Sam's
actions.
choices were do that or die.
die.
That's because you abandoned the pair of them.
It's
At which point, Evalthon would have just been Bogrod and Dolian, because
yes.
everybody else would have been dead.
And
Okay, well,
newbie
that
A
would-
and newbie B.
That would not work as a twosome.
No,
They'd instantly murder. Well, it would just be Bogrod after a while.
it would end up just being Bogrod and then 4 new characters.
Sam will talk to Greg and count through all his list of usual chat up lines. But no, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Catherine has no riz, so I will roll to see if I can come up with a good line for Greg, because I ain't that witty. Not at 10 to 10.
Well, Greg has a backup line, but it's a terrible one.
Easy chat lines always work.
I mean,
Oh, damn!
Now, what would that sound like?
like I said, Catherine would probably roll a 2, so
I mean,
Don't-
how are we going for it? Is it going to be like the...
Are you
Are
a
you from
mimic because your
Tennessee?
chest is amazing? That's a Greg line.
It's not a 35.
hang on. Let me go to my D&D source.
Bardic chat up line.
Are you from Tennessee? 'Cause you're the only 10 I see in here. That's always a good one.
Damn,
So-
girl, you're a Minotaur because you're making me horny.
Something more akin to who she is as a person, like of all the gems under all of the mountains, you're the
Yeah.
shiniest thing that I see. Something along those lines would be probably more akin to Sway, a gem crafting dwarf.
Jesus, I got an erection after that.
Oh,
I'll use that then. Of all the mountains, of all the gems, you're the mountain I see.
Greg, Bogrod gives Greg a perfect line and he fucks it up.
and then I go, Greg wants to be king under the mountain.
You
I know.
guys.
Go on, Kat, what have you got?
Hang on. Is your name Mithril? Because you're precious and hard to find. They say a diamond is a girl's best friend, but I'd rather have a strong, beautiful dwarf lady by my side.
I like that one. Makes me want to vomit.
Yeah.
Mine made Angela go, oh.
Yeah.
These ones make you go, ugh.
Well,
God, you want that reaction.
forget about the Underdark. The real adventure is getting to know you better. With you around, who needs a sunblade? Your radiant presence lights up even the darkest of mine
That's
shafts.
too many words for Greg at the minute.
Yeah.
Cringe.
Are you a gemstone? Because I'd happily spend countless hours mining just to uncover your beauty.
That's similar to what I said. How long is Scott going to put up with this?
I'm okay. You guys
No,
are
that works.
spitballing chat lines for Greg. I'm fine with that.
I'm ready to go in and say it.
Any sort of line about her being a minor.
And I will just say then, at the end of this, the AI did tell me off, saying, just be mindful of using cheap cliches and puns. Dwarves are known for their directness, so a sincere compliment and invitation to share a flagon of ale might be just effective as a cheesy chat-up line. All right.
But ale of one a pint.
Yeah.
Probably about as effective.
Here, look.
Not want a pint, want to share a pint. I'll drink first. Your turn.
No, Greg walks in, grabs a coat, throws it to her, and goes, "Hail off, put that on." You've pulled.
Just throws a wedding dress at her again.
Here, put this on.
Only problem is Greg's wearing that wedding dress, so he throws himself. Bogward, throw me.
Greg truly is Alexander.
So what we're doing?
See, I believe you've seen her sat there drinking.
I shall
Well,
approach her.
Yeah.
And which line are you going to use?
I'll look back at Sam one more time and go, what was that last one? Gem and precious and mining what?
You got it.
Whose
You got
line
it.
is it anyway?
You've got it.
Oh God.
So what was it?
I-
You need to stand behind me and just do the action so I know what to say.
I can't remember
Stood
what it was.
behind you.
Just mountains and gems, and I'm just going to wave my arms around frantically.
I have no recollection of what she said, so I'm just going to
I
say.
believe it was, are you a gemstone? Because I would spend hours mining to uncover your beauty.
That's the one.
There you go, that's the one.
So is
So
that
I'll
what
walk
Greg-
up and I will say that.
And
She will cringe.
She'll look up and be like, "That was almost as bad as those flowers you gave me."
I know, and that's what makes it so good.
What are you? What do you want?
I want to be your wife, husband. It does not entail much. We have a small, simple wedding. People give us gifts, and then I go on my adventures and send you money every month.
I don't know what wife husband means.
Well, what do you call it in your area?
I would call it. I think you're trying to say get married, but I don't
Oh,
even know
lovely.
you.
Thank you very much. Yes, let's do it. It's set, everybody. Let me make an announcement. I'm holding up my drink. Gresweg and Lady Chaos Race Lady is to be wed.
He still doesn't know her actual name.
Okay.
Roll me just a persuasion, just to see.
At disadvantage.
With bardic
Surely.
with bardic
But you've got
inspiration.
bardic
And it has
inspiration.
inspiration.
It can't be disadvantaged because I've been courting her for some time.
Not willingly.
Well, bardic inspiration.
It's like having a stalker that's just decided because they've plied you with affection, it means that you have to go out with them.
Have you not got normal inspiration?
Yeah, but normal inspiration.
What is bardic? Is it D8 now?
Yeah.
What is it, a D8?
Believe so, yes.
Oh, that's a 7 then.
So
So 19?
A 19. So she'll look up here and say, "You have. Feels like you've been chasing me for some time. I have
You're
not
worth
been
every
chased.
minute.
I have not been chased by anybody for a while. For as long as I can remember. I will make you a deal. I
Okay.
have to make sure that the man I marry is worthy of me. I am a minor. So
I can
So
wait.
wait
for
a few
you.
years.
if you can beat me in a rock smashing competition, then I will agree to an engagement so we get to know each other better before we get married. How does that sound?
Deal. And if I don't beat you, if I lose, then we just get married straight away. Deal. Happy with that. Let's go. You set your terms, I set mine.
And has anybody seen the Lord of the Rings TV show?
Yes.
No.
Ring of Power.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, all the dwarves in there.
So
Oh,
you know
God.
when the dwarf and the elf and Elrond have
Yeah.
the rock smashing.
Mhm.
I've not even
Oh,
seen
yeah.
the director's cuts of the actual cinematic releases.
Yeah.
I've only ever seen the cinematic releases of Lord of the Rings.
I'll be honest, I didn't last much beyond that episode in the TV series, but I did see that one.
I love the TV series.
I enjoyed it, but that came to mind thinking of it. So we'll have that sort of challenge. Like I said, so everybody will leave the inn, and you're all following, and everyone's getting excited about this. It may be some sort of.
Buggered. Can I borrow your bracelets that you wear? I need some help here.
They would not help.
Do you have a belt?
Now, if you borrowed my belt of giant strength, that would be of assistance.
Can I borrow your belt? I swear I'll give it back.
You could,
Thank you. I'll start taking it.
but would it not be easier to somebody cast disguise person on Bogrut to make him look like Greg and just have Bogrut do it?
Hang on, I'm going to check if I've got that.
I have! Of course I have!
Deal. Done.
So have we all gathered round in a huddle? Because I'm like, oh yeah, that's a good
What are
idea.
we doing with him?
Me and Bogward, Greg and Bogward were going to the middle of the huddle. We're like the two big things around all these tiny little things huddling us.
Somebody needs to make Greg look like Bogrud, and then somebody needs to make Bogrud look like Greg.
I mean, I have alter self, but if it's concentration, I can only concentrate on one at a time.
Have you got something in your ring of spell?
No, I've got silence and calm emotions. I have scrolls of water breathing,
Disguise kit,
levitate,
anyone, or?
disguise kit. Ooh.
Yes.
I mean, you could disguise Greg to not look like Greg, but make Bogwood look like Greg. So
Greg.
Greg's going to go invisible, and you're going to say that Bograd had to go off to the toilet.
I was about to say you've got
I have a
invisibility.
disguise kit.
Just Bogwood in a hat. Just Greg in a hat.
No, Greg will go invisible, and he'll watch it invisibly, and then Bograd can be disguised.
Well, luckily, I did say everybody's excited at the minute. So as you're walking, there is like an excitement. Everyone's kind of getting all revved up for this competition, which has turned into a sham.
Hi.
Somebody getting married.
Hi, this is D&D. Welcome.
Specifically, have you met us as a party?
I just love how Scott's had this plan and then Angela's went, we're doing what I want to do.
Scott probably had a full session planned for today, and this is just now, let's get Greg married.
Yes.
First D&D wedding after 3 years.
I mean, I can be honest, on my notes, it doesn't say there's a wedding. So this is, I would say, improvised.
How many maps do you have that we have yet to go anywhere near?
About 3.
Would you like the truth?
Yeah. Just one map. You expected
There's
bare
going to be
bollocks then.
shithousery.
I have one map prepared for tonight, and I think, looking at the time, it may be half a map too much.
Right.
We'll do this quickly, and she'll agree to marry me, and then we'll move on.
Look, all
Right,
you,
okay.
all you had to say.
Let's fast track the rock smashing ceremony then.
You just said pub, shopping montage and pub. You know that was just going to be some messing around time right there.
There was also the case that Ali might not have gotten himself out. Then we'd have had to have decided: do we go back and save it?
Cool. I disguise.
I had that covered, guys. I had that bit covered.
Right. So I'm now disguised as Greg.
I'm invisible.
Greg's invisible.
Do you have to do a Greg impression though?
Bograd runs full force into a wall.
That's off when you're smashing rocks.
I mean, that's Greg.
I mean, is it just appearance?
It doesn't only work on you though.
Yeah. Oh, it's just self.
Elf.
It's just self. Oh shit.
That's
You need disguised person.
No, I don't give a shit about anyone else. I'm just disguised self.
If I give my disguise kit to Sam, Sam's performance-y things would presumably make him better with the disguise kit than Bograd is, because I only have a +5 in it.
Dolian has one as well, but you would need to. I thought you said you did. Sorry.
I've got a disguise kit, but my proficiency is a question mark. As is my.
Then you have to choose your attribute, and for mine, I put my attribute down as charisma because I think it would be.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Performance-y related to make you look.
Oh, I see.
Good.
Yes, I'll do that for my instruments as well. Cool. I always wondered.
I just pick the attribute that makes the most sense to me, whether or not.
Yeah.
Scott would want to retcon and make official attributes for certain things, but.
No, I like the idea of you guys like using the skills that you think you would use. Let me just have a look what Hecnom has. Do you have any spell slots available left in your ring of spell storage?
I have a level. I've got one level 1 left. I've got 2 level 2s in there.
Let me just see if Hecnom has it, because I will happy to retcon that he
put a minor illusion in there or something.
Yeah, he put something in Sam's ring.
I mean, I have
Hey.
minor illusion, but I don't think that would work in this case.
I don't think it'd change my size,
Because you're like, it's
and
a
I am
5 foot cube,
considerably
isn't it?
bigger than Bog. I'm considerably bigger than Greg.
I can reduce you in size.
We're going to use all of our spell
Well, might as
slots
well twice,
just
so.
for this.
And then we'll have a wedding and go for a long rest.
Oh, hang on. I do have disguise self.
Hey.
No,
It is
disguise self
self.
won't help.
Yeah.
You need disguise person, because self just affects you.
I don't give a shit about anyone else. Just disguising me.
Only way it'd work would be if you put one in your ring, then gave the ring to me to use.
It is a level 1, so I could do that.
Can Bogrud theoretically use a ring of spell storing as not a caster?
Oh, you definitely could use it, but I'm not sure how. Like for magic items, there is the attunement. I think you would have to. But I am happy with being the rule of cool that Sam did get another spell in his ring because he had one spell slot that was available, and so Steve would have said, "Well, my favourite spell is disguise person. Would you like a copy of that?"
I would love a copy of that.
Well,
And
don't use it.
What's your wife's
Don't
name?
use.
Because I'll shout out her as well then.
Be better.
I thought you were going to go for Stephanie, like the female version of Steve.
No, I thought of Wayne and Wayneetta from Harry Enfield, so it's Steve and Steve.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I will give you this, but I don't want to hear anything in the song of you using this spell
To force dwarves to marry orcs.
I promise I won't.
But yeah, because it's too good and fun an idea not to do now.
That is problem solving. We did some problem solving.
Yeah. I did problem solving.
We got
Same
there
thing.
together.
Now, what's going to be really funny is where Bogrud now biffs this.
Oh no, I'm waiting for it.
That's fine because
And Greg doesn't get married because Bogrud fucked it up.
if Greg loses, then she marries him straight away. If she wins, it's an engagement party.
What we'll say is the rocks themselves start off as a DC 10 and will go up by 2, and it's 5 rocks. So the first one to
up to a DC 20 for the final rock.
I mean, obviously, I wasn't expecting Bogwood when I was thinking of this. I was expecting Greg. But I mean, I have a +5 to strength, so I mean,
I have a +9.
I know. So yeah, you have disguise person, so you go into your huddle and.
I have a +9 and advantage, just FYI.
You feel your body changing shape and you get a bit smaller, and you now look exactly like Greg did. And because I want to piss Bogwood off, Greg decided to put the dress on before, as he was running down there. So Bogwood is now looks like he's wearing a dress.
Yeah, look, Bogrud looks like Greg wearing a dress, so that's an effect, Bogrud.
You'll feel how comfortable it is.
And Greg has turned invisible.
Yes.
So cool. So they go down to sort of like the mine area where she works, and they hand you a pick to Greg.
Now that sounds to me like a smithing tool.
Yes.
I would say it's a mining tool. You wouldn't smith with a pick.
Well, you'd mine for ore, which you would then use to smith. So.
I like it, but no.
Boo! I could have had +21.
I know. And so both of you have handed a pick. Oh, actually, yes. I get to add a bit of proficiency. I'll only put +2, so I'm +7 against +9, so it should be fun competition. Apart from my mortality. So the first rock is placed in front of both.
Oh, if I'm adding proficiency, then that makes me +13.
You're not proficient.
Or
with
+14.
Are you proficient with a pick?
I'm proficient with smithing tools, and a pick is a smithing tool.
It's not a smith. It's a mining tool. 2 different skills.
Is there a tool set which is mining tools? Because I don't think there is.
No, but you mean you can't say I'm proficient in cooking tools because I'm going to smith a cake. So, but a rock is placed in front of each of you, and on the
Give me
count of
brown.
3, we will do a strength. So I've
Just
rolled a D6.
straight strength, yeah.
I think so, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Oh,
Hey, woo!
so she narrowly breaks it. It hits it, and it takes a few seconds, but then it does crack. While Gregwood mashes that into smithereens. A second one is brought. I mean, the crowd cheer. Everyone's enjoying this. It's been quite a grim time. You guys not only like helped free and liberate them, but now there might be a wedding.
I mean,
You know, things are livening up. Then
What you say this session?
a second Rocky's Empire out, slightly bigger than the last one, so it's a 12 to beat here, and then someone want to count us down from 3.
2, 1.
1.
Go. Oh.
Oh.
This time Gregwood seems to struggle a little bit, but he does hit it hard enough to break through the second rock, and she seems to find her mojo and smashes that more powerfully than Gregwood did in the last strike.
Invisible Greg will whisper to Sam's ear, tell him to get the veil out of his eyes.
If I'm able to just go across and adjust your veil. There you go, Greg.
Oh,
Looking beautiful.
I still have advantage. I'm only going to use it when I need to.
So as Sam walks over and does that, you'll hear someone, no tampering with the competition, leave him alone. He's got to earn this himself.
Just making sure he looks beautiful.
I don't want to be. You'll hear a few of the dwarfs just start laughing. Fucking orcs are never beautiful.
That's what they say with dwarf.
I'm on racist.
Can I go punch somebody?
you can definitely forfeit the challenge and go punch one of them.
I'm going to commit their face to memory, and once the challenge is over, punch them in the face.
But a third rock is brought out, so it's a DC 14. If we can have a countdown.
3, 2, 1, go.
I pressed it. Come on.
Hey!
She failed. Just FYI.
fails. She does fail, I know. So her pick breaks into the rock, but it just pierces in and the rock doesn't break in half. While Gregwood's strike smashes through this, and there's a huge cheer, and she looks defeated. She looks embarrassed, and she will walk over to Gregwood and say, "Oh, I guess this means we're engaged now." And she will pull you down by the collar and kiss you on the cheek.
Bogward passionately kisses her back on the mouth.
Oh, I got.
Where's my character sheet?
Oh God, this is where it goes tits up.
Greg can't do anything because if he does, it spoils the cheat.
Just roll me a straight up charisma just to see
Who?
how this goes.
Who, me?
No, you're not doing anything. This is the kisser here.
Oh,
17. It's a good kiss.
Bogwood got the riz.
It's a good kiss.
No, he doesn't
start-
because it's Greg.
She starts blushing up a little bit, and yeah, like maybe something's ignited in her from this kiss.
Woo! Bogwood's done you a favour.
Well, and she'll just like, I guess, we'll just have an amazing kiss. But I think we should get to know each other a little bit more when we can before we do that again.
Yes, that makes sense. I hope the honka wasn't too far.
I didn't feel that.
Is that not what Greg would do? Come on.
Oh, fucking hell.
Greg's
I broke myself. Sorry.
She now believes that her and Greg are engaged.
So is that the thing's all over now?
Confetti.
So I'm going to push Sam and Dolian into where Bograd is. I'm like, get down there and stop that. Quick, get down there. Pull the dress off him. Let's go, go, go. I want to be back in me.
What?
In the hopes that they rush down and like start surrounding Bograd/Greg, and then we can do like a quick swap back.
Could I not just go, oh, just excuse me one moment, I'm a little flush, must go to the restroom, and then run off to the bathroom, and then we do the switcheroo in there?
Greg, go piss now.
For fish.
And then obviously come back and Greg like, I found him in the toilet still.
Oh.
That was me trying to punch Bograd when he was in the toilet on his own, trying to punch him for kissing my girl. I got on that one.
So that's yourself.
I'm going to say there's an orc-shaped fist hole in one of the cubicles where you've tried to punch. You've just made a hole instead.
Greg punched Bograd and hurt his own hand.
But yes,
It's
so,
good. We can swap again if you like for this thing that you're supposed to do after wedding.
Okay.
It's rude.
Sam might be more inclined to do
my
that
God.
one, though.
If Sam hears that, Sam's going to cast Alt herself after Bogwood leaves the room and be like, I'm ready for round 2.
Bograd just wanted to do strength challenge, not going to lie.
Anyway.
That was funny.
So Greg, and so she will say farewell to real Greg now, and say hopefully you'll be able to return soon, and we can spend some time together. If that's
How
okay.
much time before wedding?
I'd just like to get to know you a little bit. Who knows? Depends how fast things move, or how well you kiss. If you can kiss like that every time, who knows?
Sure, I can do that.
And she will say maybe one more before you leave, and I would like a charisma throw. From Greg
I am going
see-
to put my hand on her lip and say, not until we get to know better.
No, Greg's a sorcerer. He has good charisma. He can do it.
He cannot be.
Bograd has +0 to charisma, and he got a 17.
What's your pluses?
It's like a +4.
Should be a +5.
Yes, even better than it was
Oh,
before.
+3. That's Constitution.
Hang
You
on.
don't throw up from the kiss.
Ooh.
Oh.
See, that's why Greg put a finger on the lip and said, no, not until we get to know better.
So I will say, because you said that, she goes in for the kiss, and as she's trying to kiss, you pull away, and so it doesn't feel like a full kiss, and so she's like,
It's just a
Ooh.
peck.
Greg's gone all shy.
You want to get to know me better, so this is you have to wait now. Maybe we get wed and you can have a lot more.
as I say, I look forward to getting to know you better first. Come back when you can.
Oh, he will, love. He will.
Next time I bring you ring.
When we move away, can Bograd go together and go, hey, Greg, your fiance has nice tits.
I'm gonna go. But Bograd, do
I
you
know,
not?
right?
But Bograd, do you not have a girlfriend in the Gnomelands though?
What happens in Dwarven lands stays in Dwarven lands.
Bograd,
That's
don't
what
you
you
have a
think, Paul.
wife?
No, she died.
Ah,
Very
Is
good.
anyone else thinking that Bogwood may have some sort of like small person fetish?
100%.
Well, maybe, yeah.
Nolan's gonna be
He's
like-
going through a midlife crisis because his wife and child were murdered. So, maybe give him a little bit of slack.
Nolan's just gonna write all this down for a future letter to Veer.
just a little bit of
Fine, once
blackmail.
Evalthon wraps, Dolian will not be able to share that letter with anybody because the PvP rules will be abolished.
Grezreg is now engaged. Grezreg will soon be husband-wife. So let's go back to ship and celebrate with drinks while travelling on our way.
So off to the Halfling lands, yeah.
Yay!
Yay!
It only took 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Well, we started a bit later, didn't we? So
It only took 1 hour and 40 minutes.
Thank you for allowing shenanigans.
It's beautiful.
Always.
Hey, for once I joined in.
So,
Usually I just sit here and wait for the punching to happen.
Love it.
Then I did the punch. Not very good.
Yeah.
oh, yes.
While we are flying the ship, Sam is going to fill Simeon in on what's been going on by writing in the journal book,
Yes.
so that he sees the other side of it, and I will compose that for you after the session.
Cool. So it does take a fair while to travel back to the travel. You're going over the majority direct south, over the Dwarven lands, over the Elven lands, and to get to Poloth is the name of the Halfling lands.
Long enough for a long rest?
Yeah.
Not that we need one,
No.
but
No. But yeah.
can we be using onboard gym equipment to get Dolian up to par with the rest of the party?
Well, I'm going to say after the next combat's over, then Dolian will catch up. I think that's fair enough then.
That's fair. That's fair. And on that note, everybody roll initiative.
Ain't an engagement party without a fight.
But let me try and describe the halfling lands. So as you're flying over you Dwarven lands, you're seeing them all be have been ravaged and wrecked, and as you've seen as you flew over, they haven't had time to repair that. You go over the lush forests and greenery of the Elven lands, complete contrast to the mountains and the landscape of the Dwarven lands. And as you fly over, I don't know if you guys can remember. I do have a map of Evalthon on here to flying duck or whatever it is. If you want to. But yeah, as you fly over the Elven lands and get to the border, actually, let me just.
It's a duck map.
Fat-winged duck.
Charge!
It's like Darkwing Duck, but fat-winged duck.
And here's the penis lands.
The beak.
It's also the penis map.
No, it's his beak.
And that's the cat's in this map.
But
That's his
this,
eye.
the fist or the leg or whatever this is.
The bagpipe.
That's the hand.
That's the hand.
It's
Yeah,
the superhero hand.
That's the superhero land. You see the border there. That is the borderline between the Elven lands and the Halfling lands. But as you're flying over and get close to the over the Elven lands, you see that this part of the Elven lands has been like deserted, as if they've pulled back from their borders. As you knew, they closed their borders, and there seems to be fortifications that now are unmanned, maybe due to the party's actions recently.
Yeah, we pulled all of the forces and amassed them on Geth.
I would, yeah.
But as you start flying over the Halfling lands, it takes all of you by surprise. Everything that could go wrong with the world seems to be wrong here.
Oh no.
Everything you've seen in each other part of Evalthon as you've got there it seems like all these things have happened here.
Barbara starts to limber up.
It's as if this is a taste of what would happen if Bane was to win to the whole of Evalthon.
Well, we all know that's not going to happen.
I don't know about that. Have you met us? We're not exactly the normal saviors of the world.
And have you seen my rolls?
It's like we all know Bane's not going to win. Unless Scott's given himself plus 20 to everything. Bane's not going to win.
You're flying over and you're seeing decimated land. You're seeing the land itself scorched and huge divots of earth that seems to have been moved and shifted, and it looks like a really grim. And you can imagine this land was once prosperous and healthy, and the halflings are well known for their farming skills and hospitality.
Is it a bit Mad Max Fury Road sort of landscape?
It just, I mean, it looks like magic has been applied. The earth itself seems to have been turned upside down, and this buildings, you're seeing half a wall still standing in any places you're flying over that was once populated. But if you could all roll me a quick perception check as you're flying over.
Perceptive Dolian. Oh no, he's not. Oh my god, he is. Maybe.
This will go famously well.
4.
Yep,
Ooh.
there we go.
Hey, Jojo! Now, I was asking you for perception rolls of what you see as you're looking off the ship. For the funnies, Fogwood, this is when you notice Sam looks slightly different. So within that one, you don't notice anything off the ship. You're just like double take to Sam as you're scanning the horizon, like.
It just looks normal.
Oh, hang on a
No,
minute.
no,
One, because I have the appearance of different seasons as well, being Eldrin. So that is autumn. So my hair's also a little redder than you've noticed before.
Oh, you're now the warlock guy from fuck that thing we watched. It'll come to me.
I don't feel like it's worth wasting my inspiration for this perception roll, so I'm not going to.
We've got it.
I'm not going to.
So with that roll of the 26, anyway, Sam, you spot this first, and you notice as you're flying over.
It looks terrible, Pogrod says. No, it doesn't. It looks fine.
You see what looks like a group of people that seem to be walking quite closely together. And as you kind of hear and kind of strain your eyes there, you see a number of small humanoids that seem to be bound in chains by the wrist, by the hips, by the ankles.
I thought you were going to say 4 hobbits, an elf, a dwarf, a couple of humans.
And a shiny.
I would win if I had them. But you see them all chained together, and you see them disappear into a doorway, sort of like a hole in the side of a hill, the side of a mountain here. And as you start scanning and looking more, maybe with the help of Dolian and Greg, who are also looking and start noticing this a bit after you, you see some larger creatures that seem to be armed, holding weapons. And this is the sight you see. Get this started.
Oh.
So walking into the mine door here, you saw the hobbits that were chained being led into. They looked in real bad shape. They looked so skinny. Like they had next to no meat on their bones. They looked pale, ripped cloaks, ripped clothes, cuts, and like some of them look like they've taken lashings, and they look like they have been tortured and forced to work, I guess is what you would say. But you see these larger creatures that seem to be standing guard and watching over forcing them into this labour.
Well,
Oh, are we assuming that we don't see Gandalf there on the bridge?
You don't see Gandalf on the bridge, no.
There's definitely a little man with like a big grey hat. That looks like he could definitely be Gandalf.
You shall not pass.
That's not there. That's just decoration.
He says in his best Monty Python voice.
But you're flying overhead and you see this, and you can see one or two other halflings sort of being put to work around this camp area. They're not on the map, but you can just see they're just like hurrying around and following orders.
well,
What
where
does
can
the
we
party
land
wish
and
to
go and
do?
hit things?
Oh, as we're seeing all this, Greg would like to start asking everybody for the hemp rope from the bags and tying it to the side of the ship. So we've at least got 30 foot that we can slide down before we jump to fighting. 50 foot, isn't it? So we can like
50 foot of hempen rope, so
yeah,
that'd
so
be
we
50
can all
foot
climb
per
down
person.
50 foot. Yeah, all
So
climb down
50 foot per person, so that's 200
Um,
foot of rope.
just 50 foot each, so we've all got our own
Yeah.
little jump rope sort of thing.
Hmm.
Well, why not just have one 200-foot rope and we all slide down one after the other?
Yeah, fair enough. We can go down from higher and leave the ship safer.
Well, somebody needs to land the ship though, because otherwise it'll crash. And
Yeah, one person can do that while the rest get down and start fighting.
Can we not just put it on top of the movable rod? Like perch it?
no, it only
I'm-
supports like 20 pounds of weight or something, doesn't it? So it's
Oh.
like it's...
I'm happy to say that you put the ship into a
Park.
hover
Neutral.
mode where it'll just stay in place, still floating, but is no longer moving. You pull the sails up.
it can just
Yeah.
idle and hover.
Yeah, why?
That's
not?
that's a new mode the dwarves put in.
How long can it hover for?
Well, I think did you say it has 4 hours flying
4 hours.
between?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I will say you'd be flying a couple of hours, so maybe 2 hours, 35 minutes.
I say in hover mode, you can give it about 10 minutes before it drops on your head.
You have a little bit of time before it will.
I still think somebody should safely land this ship.
I'm quite happy
Is
to.
Ansem not still on the boat?
Is who?
Ansem not still on the boat.
No. Anthem.
I'll land it.
And Anthem, that's it. Not Anthem, not Ansem.
He's
Anthem
both.
has ridden with the Dwarven army, telling tales of his victories, helping the heroes who have helped them, which makes him the biggest hero.
How close to this area is a landing place that I could safely put the ship down?
I would say not far away. You would be able to park relatively close, but they would probably notice the ship landing if you parked really close. So,
Mm.
any idea?
So
of surprise?
either I land the ship and then use my extreme amounts of ridiculous movement speed to get back to the location, or I dive off the ship and start fighting stuff while somebody else lands it.
I'll land the ship if you want. I'll fight from a distance.
This is what Bogrod will be discussing with the party on the ship.
Donna could be quite happy to land it because out of all of us, I'm the only one that is really ranged. Really.
That's true.
So I think tactically it makes more sense for Dolan to land the ship.
But
They
do we
have
trust him to be on his
security
own?
cameras on the boat. You have security cameras on the thing.
Yes.
You steal one shield and it's never forgotten.
No, never.
You all have locks, arcane locks in your own doors and everything. And
I immediately yeet Dolian off of the boat.
I resist.
No, that doesn't make the most sense.
No, yeah, somebody needs to safely land it. So either I can land it and use extreme amounts of ridiculous speed to get back to the fight while you guys start, or somebody else lands it and I jump down and start decking stuff.
I mean,
Oh,
I'm
right.
happy to land it. I've got Misty Step, so I can. Mind you, that doesn't really help with speed.
While
of getting
everybody's
there.
talking, I cast Fireball from the boat to the floor.
I can bonus action and action dash.
So you're casting fireball on the floor.
Yeah.
Of the ship?
No. Think of your
No.
words. Think
No,
of
no,
your
no,
words.
no.
From the boat to the floor is what I said.
To the ground.
Yes.
Yeah, so I mean, you do see all these halflings running around the camp as well.
You did see a
In
lot of
chase.
halflings.
No, but you said they went into the mines.
No, I said.
He also said there were a
them.
few milling about doing
You
stuff.
did.
Yeah. Are you sure you're still waiting to cast fireball? Just so I know.
I mean, I think I know what's coming.
I cast Delayed Fireball.
Oh! Oh, is that more powerful than Fireball?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fireball's 86
That's 12. Oh.
until upcast.
Okie pokey. Where you roughly aiming for?
I am aiming there, but hovering above them all, and it gives me enough time to shout down, "Get in the cave!"
They
Or-
all proceed to then get in the cave.
I mean, you could cast it there. What is it? 20-foot radius.
range is 150 foot.
From you.
How high off the ground are we?
And this is up to you. You guys are piloting the ship. So if you're waiting till you get low enough and then casting it, it's whatever you guys want to do.
Have we reached a decision as to who's going to land the ship?
I'm landing it.
I think it will be Dolian. On the proviso, you steal the ship, we will kill you.
Oh, this is my ship. I don't need to steal it for myself. It's fine.
So if Dolian's being trusted to land the ship, I would have dragon amuleted and flew down.
So that's a 20-foot radius.
Is it? Wow.
Yeah, 20 foot's only 4 squares, isn't it?
Oh, of course.
Well, in fireball, like 60.
No, Fireball's a 20-foot radius as well.
That seems really small for fireball, doesn't
It
it?
really does.
Can we up it to a 60?
Why would you up it to a 60? I don't have a meta magic that lets you double this.
I'm sure that's 20-foot radius. I'll just click on it.
No, radius is half.
Half.
If it was a 20-foot sphere, maybe that'd be different. But
That's
radius is half the distance, not the full. Diameter would be the full. So yeah, no, it is. Yeah, it's about 20 foot.
yeah, roughly.
Right, well, in that case, I'm going to hover it. Sorry, I'm using Ali's computer for this. I want to hover it just over this guy here, but like in front of his face, kind of thing. So probably about here. Yeah. About that. Yeah, that's fine. So it's just hovering just, yes, it's just hovering just in front of his face at like eye level.
I want to know why, but I don't want to rob myself of what's going to happen.
So it's a dex save. Does a 5? Does anyone else getting caught in it? I mean,
Pretty sure it's a 20 for Greg.
It is.
I'm going to roll one for the other guy as well. That's near it because I'll say because he's on the edge, he'll take half damage anyway, just to make a fireball feel a bit more fireball. So he fails it. He will take, if he would have succeeded, he would have taken 0 damage as he's on the edge of it, but he'll take half damage from what you throw in. This one will take full damage.
So I need to roll the damage.
Yeah, you need to roll 13.
12d6.
13.
No, because it's not, if at the end of my turn it's not being touched, it adds a d6.
End your turn then.
I end my turn.
Oh.
But then we'll be rolling initiative after the fireball happens.
Right, you'll have to help me out with this fireball because I can re-roll up to
5.
5 of the low numbers. So 12d6, wasn't it?
Yeah, 12d6.
Just roll my initiative while I go pee.
12d6. Is that it? Right, it won't let me see what
That's
I've rolled.
pitiful. You've rolled a 2, a 4, a 5, a 3, a 4, a 4, a 4, a 5, a 3,
Okay,
a 4, a
so-
5.
That's pretty good.
1, 2. I'm going to re-roll 3 of them.
Are you sure? Can I give you some advice?
Go on.
Don't bother re-rolling anymore.
All right, okay.
Wink.
Boink!
And he did that to himself because he touched it.
Roll your extra d6.
I didn't do it. He touched it.
Who touched it?
The guy that's hovering in front of his face.
Yeah.
If he's not touched it, you don't have to roll anything. But if he's touched it because it's right in front of his face, then he has to roll.
He's a 5 intelligence. He saw something. He touched it.
So I didn't do it to him. He did it to himself.
Actually, sorry, a bit of meta, I know, but if you want to re-roll some, you can. But it'd be 14 hit points. You need to take off more, which I don't know if it'd be worth sorcery points for that.
What do you mean?
He's got 14 HP left.
Yeah, so you'd have to get an extra 14 hit points.
I don't
14
think
damage.
you won't get 14 out of that, Angela. She's got to reroll. How many?
Watch me roll, buddy.
Ones.
Yeah, watch me. So that, no,
Wow.
because it's minus 7. So
9.
Another
9. So it's 45 plus 9 then.
54.
So it's done 54 damage. So it's only an extra 9. But now he's got 5 HP left. So if anybody wants to just do a quick ping, he's gone.
So let's roll some initiative then, everybody.
Sorry, I just wanted to do one thing before everybody got in.
No, that's good.
Of course, Greg has to go first.
I'm going to use my inspiration to re-roll my initiative.
Cool.
Yay, it's worse.
Oh, fuck off.
I'm going third last.
Wow. Wow, Bogart.
I re-rolled a 10 and got a 4.
That's about as
I'm happy for you to keep the 10.
You sure?
I'm not
It cost
sure.
me an initiative, so if you're fine with that, I'll keep the 10.
Yeah, I'll say it's an advantage roll for
Yeah.
initiative.
Rather than a re-roll and keep whatever the result is,
Yeah.
initiative can just give advantage if you want it.
I'm not a complete.
I think that's probably how I'll deal with initiative in future. Is it counts as advantage, so you can try and re-roll to crit hunt, or you can re-roll a fail. But if it's a worse fail, like if you re-rolled say a 12 to hit and got a nat 1, like keep the 12.
Yeah,
that's fair.
What did Sam and Dolian get, please?
Oh, I got
Dolian got a 20.
The 20. The Sam got a
15.
15. Cool. Well, I'm just going to quickly nip for a pee. If you guys want a better plan, I'll be a minute or two.
Where are we coming in at? Oh, it's
your
gone.
face.
From above.
Oh, literally straight from
From
above.
above. Yeah. I think the way this is going to work is that me, you, and Greg are going to jettison from the ship whilst Dolian lands it safely and then comes in to join the fight after.
Remind me, how far above? Sorry, my brain's gone a little bit slow.
We've not determined how far above the floor we are.
Because I can Misty Step.
Okay, so however, say if we're 100 foot up high,
Yeah.
we've then got 50 foot of rope to climb down.
Mm-hmm.
So we're then only 50 foot high.
Yeah, which would be 5d6 if we drop from that height without featherfall or any other way of cushioning the blow.
But height-wise, realistically, wouldn't 30 foot be all right to be still hover high enough? Because he's coming down, isn't he, so we can jump off.
Yeah.
So if the rope's hovering 30 foot above them, they're not going to be any more than, what, 5-6 foot? So they're not going to be able to actually reach.
It's still a strict thing. It's like if we are 30 foot above ground level and fall from 30 foot above ground level, that's still 3d6 of falling damage, regardless.
I mean, as Eladrin,
I'm going to be dragging amuleting and flying down anyway.
I have the ability as part of this racial thing that immediately after I use phase step, up to 2 creatures of your choice. Oh no, they don't come with me. There's an effect that happens, so ignore me.
If Jolien's flying the ship anyway, why don't you just hover us down so that the ship is 50 foot above the floor, and then we can just climb down. Oh, we've done one big long rope, haven't we? So the ship can be 200 foot across the floor, and we just slide down this rope, and then he just carries on flying off.
Yeah.
Yeah, in theory that would work. He gets within 200 feet, we all slide down the rope.
Yeah, nobody's taking any fall damage.
Oh, it's like the SBS and the SAS.
So he's gonna want save, but-
Commando style.
Commando. Jumping out the helicopters. Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
And that's why we think
Meta,
Scott's
meta.
a brilliant DM. Oh, hi, you back. How you doing?
Lies.
I
Lies.
mean, not wise, but true. Yeah. Oh, dude.
Where's your ball at your place? It's on there by Daddy's spot. I'm going to go your stuff and go for it.
Alistair, what are you eating?
Nothing that should be.
A cardboard packet.
It looked like a white curly whirly.
It's a Smarties
It's,
chip.
it's a Smarties chip.
You're just chewing cardboard. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Everyone's got to have a hobby.
Times are that hard.
Thank you for my meal today.
You're welcome. Don't eat too fast.
It's a small cookie.
Tiny cookie.
That's Alistair's tea.
So who's going first? Is it Greg?
It's Greg.
Of course it is.
For Scott's sake, I think we've decided that we have hovered the ship within 200 feet of the ground so that our 200-foot rope can get us to the ground safely.
Yeah, well, I'm going to guess 120 feet of the ground if we're fireballing.
Yeah,
And fire bolts, that is, not fireball.
eyeball,
Oh no, but the fireball before.
Oh, yeah, no, that one first, yeah.
We'll wait 6 seconds for it to finish and then we'll parachute down.
So your firebolting, should I be able to guess which one?
Yeah, the same guy.
Yeah. Well, let me just do one more thing. An 11 and a 9 for 2 hobbits that were near the fireball. Both failed, so they just turned to burn statues, Pompeii style, for that delayed fireball. Just 2 half-beaten, starved hobbits are now ash statues.
Can't prove it was us.
It wasn't me. So,
Greg's logic bewilders me sometimes. But I love it.
so if a 26 hits in, that's 14 damage.
Is that to the same one that's already been?
Yeah.
Yeah. So after they've been hit in the face with a firebolt from above, just gonna smash him in the face, and you see him cough up smoke as the firebolt hits him, a bit like Grave just did, and he dies. Thanks for helping.
Greg is going to stand at the side of the ship, clapping his hands, jumping up and down, clapping, going, "Yay, I got one!" And that's his turnover. He's not going down just yet.
Go, Dolian.
You're going to fly the ship.
Dolian's going to fly the ship out to a safe location and drop it down safely. And
Can you not wait till we all get off of it first?
he's not off. I will hold my turn till everyone gets off of the ship, and then I will go back and take my turn.
No problem. Next up after that is Sam.
Sam is going to. Right. So is Greg off the ship?
No, Greg's still on the ship.
Do I want to lead the charge off the ship? Yeah, what the hell? So is the rope down and we're doing the SAS landing maneuver?
Yes.
Have we all agreed where we would like the rope to try and deposit us?
I imagine dangling above where that dead ogre is.
What kind of right in the middle of it all?
But I imagine so.
Do we have any other style?
No, not really. Let's do that
I mean,
then.
the fireball's gone now, isn't it? It won't be coming back.
Yeah.
Coming back, it's not.
So I will say, probably if you cast that and then firebolted directly down and you get close, probably the fireball map area would be the landing range. Would you say?
Somewhere in that area, yeah.
Yeah.
Presumably we could swing and jump off the rope if we wanted to land 5 or 10 feet away.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a 60-foot radius.
It is, isn't it? Yeah. So, where are we? So, are we landing in this middle section?
Yeah. That'll be where the rope is dangling at the moment, I would say. Obviously, you can move the ship and be hanging off it to drop somewhere else if you wish.
No, I'm quite happy to SAS style slide down the rope, land in the middle.
There we're dropping boards.
Yep. And is this my action or is that the movement?
I will let you all have that. Use just your movement to slide. If you're not, if you're sliding down, it'll be a lot faster then.
Yeah, you're not going to get 30 foot down the rope, then stop. And then next turn, 30 foot down the rope, then stop.
Cool. Well, in that case, as you saw with the 60-foot range. Oh no, that's the range. 20-foot cube. I want to cast Fairy Fire.
Do you want me to put you on the map first?
Yes, please.
So, whereabouts do you want me to? Roughly, are you aiming for?
Let's say just in front of that tree, or just here.
So, there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Long as the ground isn't on fire.
No, it's. I mean, this tree might be slightly smoldering, but everything else seems fine.
If he's dead, it's not worth doing that now. Okay, in that case, I'm just going to Eldritch Blast something in the face.
Cool.
True SAS style. Slide
That's
down a
true.
rope, fire
That's
off
true.
everything.
As you get closer, I'll tell you that you do see a Minotaur here,
Mm-hmm.
a large-looking orc here, and there is another. I don't know if you've seen one of these in game. I don't know if I've used one of these. Have I?
I think you
I mean, the
but-
character token's a hobgoblin, but from
Yeah.
your initiative rolls, I know it's an orc war chief.
That's an orc war chief.
Oh, I thought that was that one.
Ah.
No, these are hobgoblins.
Oh, they're just
Yeah.
hobgoblins.
Yeah. Just.
I'll be on the goblet.
Okay, well, I know that Bograd will...
Who scribbled out Gandalf on the bridge?
I know Bograd will head towards the biggest thing there is, which will probably be either the other ogre or the
Sam's penis.
Minotaur.
Biggest thing on the map is Sam's penis.
Of course it is. Lucky boy. So I am going to Eldritch Blast at this hobgoblin on the bridge there.
Okie dokie.
Eldritch Blast is it 3 now?
I think you should have 3 at this point. I think.
Oh, you have been doing 3, haven't you? Been finger,
Finger,
cross.
finger.
Finger, crotch. Yeah.
That's the one.
I think you hit your 4th at 17 or something like that.
Oh, 24.
24 hits.
14.
Oh, let me just do.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. So 6 force for the first one.
Cool.
Does the second hit?
Second one misses.
Yeah. And then the third one,
On the crotch hits.
that's 7 force. For my level up, I did a Warlock level up with a new invocation, so I took Eldritch Spear to give me 300-foot range on this as well as Agonizing Blast.
Which is an insane combo for Eldritch Blast.
Yes.
How does that look then? I'm just because obviously you're finger blast, but just because it's the crotch one that kills.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Maybe some, well, it tries and adds a click in there, and that one doesn't quite catch. So just makes up with it with extra big thrust.
Oh, yeah.
Like Kamehameha.
Yes. With the crotch.
Straight through his chest, you see it go straight through, leave a hole as your Eldritch Blast spears him straight through and kills him.
Amazing.
Next up, so what colour was he?
I
Red.
think it's one of your guys' turn now, sir.
I think so. I'm just crossing off the ones that are already dead.
And yes, I pronounce Kamehameha as Kamehameha on purpose.
So it is this
Just to
guy.
trigger the nerves.
This guy first.
Kamehameha.
So that he's going to stay where he is. Then he will do his longbow at Sam, as it's how you can see at the minute. So it's a +3 to hit. Does a 9 hit?
No. No, not at all.
Gosh darn it. Then after that, we have a war chief going next, which is standing quite close. So he is going to just move up to the only threat he can currently see.
Yes.
And he is going to do a great axe attack with a 19.
Bear with.
Followed by a great axe attack for a 25.
Wow, that's just great. One
That's-
moment. Okay, so for the first one, I'm going to use my reaction of the shield in Lullaby. So that just gives me a +5. So that first one
Misses.
That first one misses, but the second one will hit.
There's 11 points of slashing as he swings with his first attack, and it kind of just before it's about to hit you, this shimmering shield just kind of appears around you, and it kind of vibrates less than an inch away from you. But then he swings back again with his axe and slashes across your shoulder for 11 damage.
Such fun. Okay.
Next up is someone else, but they're not going to do anything. I think next is Bogrod.
Cool. I would like to land immediately next to Sam.
Thank you.
On Sam's left as I'm looking at the screen.
On your left.
And beat the fuck out of the Orc War Chief that had the audacity to attack my friend.
Thank you, sir. I will, of course, flank you for that.
Of course.
Inspiration.
Oh, thank you. Was I saying
Does,
thank you? Was it
does
something
a
else?
28 hit? Plus 3. Does a 31 hit?
Just.
So that's 28 damage.
Yep.
Does a 38 hit?
Kind of.
29 damage.
Mincemeat.
Okie dokie.
Oh.
Is still standing but leaning on
Sorry,
that great axe.
ignore the 25. Does a 23 hit?
A 23 will also hit.
Or 22 damage.
And as he's leaning on his great axe, he drops it, and this Orc War Chief collapses, falling in a heap right in front of.
Then I will rush over to the Minotaur.
Cool.
That will. No, I'm not wasting an action surge this early on. No, that'll do me.
Cool. This ogre here in the commercial is going to climb up the cliff and get to about there. And is going to throw a javelin at the nearest person they see, which is Sam, for an 11 to hit.
That doesn't hit.
No.
Sam spots it and artfully dodges out of the way.
But now, the 2 Minotaurs goes. Has somebody blown a penis on the Minotaur's head?
No.
Yeah, that was Alistair. It's colour coded, mate. There's no hiding that it was you.
No. Me.
The Minotaur that stood in front of Bogward is going to. Can't do a great deal straight away, so he's just going to use his great axe. For 25 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
13 slashing damage.
Okie dokie.
Comes with an overhead straight down. I think we've gone through. Oh no, then it's back to. Sorry, we'll go to Dolian, who was waiting for everyone. So before we get to top of Dolian, what are we doing?
Is everyone off it?
Nope, Greg's still on the boat.
Cricket.
You just carry on and do what you're doing. Don't worry about Greg.
Okay, I'm going to go land the boat ship a safe distance away.
Yeah.
And I'm going to land it nicely, lock it all up.
What are you considering to be a safe distance away?
Oh, fuck.
8 feet.
120 feet?
Okie dokie. You'll be able to find somewhere around that area to land it. Hello.
Can't hear Ali.
No.
I've muted, sorry. The top of my mic's quite sensitive, and you can like run your hand over the top of it and it'll just mute. So yeah, I will dash as an action and as a bonus action, and that should give me the exact amount of feet I need.
Parking north, east, southwest.
The whatever the flattest piece of land is.
It's whichever direction you want to park it in. Do you want to come in from the north, the east, the south, or the west?
I'll come in from the west.
So you'll be there then. Sneak up behind this guy here, let's say.
That's fine. Boo. Yeah, and that is all I can do this turn.
So, looking at the time, we're at the bottom of the round. I think it'll be a good place to save it. I was hoping to get this fight done, but you all wanted to get married and make out with other people's
We made
fiancés.
decisions tonight.
We made them
And
and we'll stick with them.
And I enjoyed the heck out of it, guys.
That was a lot
Oh,
of fun.
fantastic.
But yeah,
Good
We'll
time
leave
for
it
Craig
there.
to jump back in next session, mid combat.
And
Well-
just go.
and it's a good way to start the session off as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Straight
I have
into
I have a
draw.
big fight to look forward to.
All right.
Amazing. Cool.
What's next week? Are we back on Vanguard next week?
Oh.
No, next week I'm here, isn't it? It's the week after I'm not. Yes.
So it's 14th.
Is everybody else present next week?
Yeah, should be.
Cool. So
Yeah.
I believe Craig's back, so he should be, I think.
full house for the 14th then.
Yes.
Yeah, we've got no Craig. Have we got no Scott next week either?
The 21st.
No, week after, 21st, there's no
Yeah.
Scott.
Hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll be
Anybody got any
celebrating
plans for the 21st?
Sorry, I have my D&D calendar with when everybody's available.
I'll be celebrating my 41st birthday on the 20th of March, so I think we're off away for a few days.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Pardon?
You don't look a day over 31.
I know, but